And here we have our yummy Kelewele with our coated.
I'm Michael of M.O.D Catering Services. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to learn how to prepare Kelewele. Yes, very yummy Kelewele. So when you have any ripe or overripe plantain, you don't trash it out, but you can use it to prepare your special Kelewele. And we need some ingredients, some local spices. Yes, so we need Plantain. Most people know it as Plantain, but in English we call it negro pepper. And we need pepper. We need our pepper, which is also cloves, and we need our red chili, the short ones. We also need fomwisa and shorisa, which is also known as grains of paradise. We need our ginger, we need salt, and of course we need our ripe plantain. It has been washed. We are going to cut these ones into smaller chunks. Then we show you how to go about the whole process. Stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe. By cutting up our plantain to just pull off our plantain peel, then we can proceed to cutting them into smaller chunks. So we just take off our plantain peel. We are going to cut up our plantain into the smaller chunks. So we just divide our plantain into equal parts. Then afterwards, we're going to divide it into quarters. So this is half. They are going to still divide it into another half, making it 4 halves, or making 4 quarters, sorry. So afterwards, you're just going to slice that into a triangle or any shape you'd want to have your Kelewele in. So after cutting up into 4 sides, we just slice them. We slant it. You can cut them in bigger sizes, you can cut them in smaller sizes. It will depend on the sizes you want. So you're going to slice this up. Then when you are done, we blend our local spices together, add in salt, ginger. We marinate that for some minutes before proceeding to frying. So you're going to slice this up into smaller sizes we want. Then we just marinate everything together. So stay tuned as we cut this whole plantain together. So we have our plantain here. We are going to add into our mixing bowl. We are going to cut up the rest. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere. So we are just going to cut this up. We are almost done. I didn't want to bore you with cutting off this Kelewele, so I just had to skip all those parts. So you're just going to slice this up, divide it into 2, then into quarter. Then we start cutting out our plantain in our desired shape. And this you are going to do, we just cut them up till we are done cutting. And of course, if you've not watched our previous videos, trust me, you're going to love them. Going to learn a lot and lots more from each video we post, because we bring out our very best and our all to help each and everyone out there to master their game. So please, if you've not watched, please watch, and don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends. So we just cut this into half. Then we're going to just cut into quarter. Then we slice that up. Now our plantain is ready. I'm going to add to already cut plantain. Then we go ahead to blend our spices and season with our salt. Please stay tuned and don't go anywhere. So we are just going to cut up our ginger. I'm going to cut up our ginger. we're going to add that in our blender. Then when you are done, we add in our spices, everything in here. Then we add in a little bit of water. Then we pause, or we just blend till everything is smooth, or we have a smooth paste. So we blended our spices, and we are going to add to our plantain, and we are just going to let this marinate our plantain for about 30 minutes at least before we proceed to frying that in our hot oil. So we just apply everything, gently coat it around our plantain, mixing very well and thoroughly before we proceed to cover that and let that sit aside for some minutes, about 30 minutes before we proceed to frying. I'm just going to give it a good and gentle stir. Then we add in our salt. Then we can just stir that together. So we blended our spices, and we are going to add to our plantain, and we are just going to let this marinate our plantain for about 30 minutes at least before we proceed to frying that in our hot oil. So we just apply everything, gently coat it around our plantain, mixing very well and thoroughly before we proceed to cover that and let that sit aside for some minutes, about 30 minutes before we proceed to frying. I'm just going to give it a good and gentle stir. Then we add in our salt. Then we can just stir that together. Then marinated our kelewele with our spices and our salt, and we are going to just lengthen this to set that aside. So we are ready to fry in our hot oil. So just cover that up with our thin film and set it aside. Then we come back for it and fry everything. So stay tuned. I'm Michael of M.O.D Catering Services. So this is our marinated kelewele, and it's been out there for close to an hour now. So just going to give it a good stir. Then we put on our banana. Then we can add in our oil and start frying. I just put on our banana. We add in our oil. Then we start frying once our oil is hot enough. So once our oil is hot, we can add in our kelewele. So we wouldn't want to crowd our oil because we want our kelewele to fry very well and cook very well. So we are just going to stir this up a bit. Then we just leave it to fry for some time. You wouldn't want to end up messing up or over stirring our kelewele. So we just allow it to fry very well so that spices can coat our kelewele also very. We're just going to gently stir this together, making sure we don't end up burning our kelewele while cooking it. So just let it rest and cook for some few minutes. Then give it a good stir so it's well done. Then you can just take it out, then serve it with our peanuts, our roasted peanuts. So this stage don't go anywhere. I'm just going to give this a good stir. It's almost ready. As you can see, the color has now turned a bit golden brown. Give it a good stir for some few minutes. Then we just take them out and serve that with our roasted peanuts. So now our Kelewele is ready. When you know it gets your color this beautiful, so we're just going to take it out of the oil. Then we serve that with our coated peanuts. So we gently, with the help of our basket, we just scoop everything. And then we just allow the excess oil to just drain from our Kelewele. Then we can now serve that with our roasted peanut. You can also pair that with your fried sausage, your gizzard, or any other main dish you'd like to serve it with. You can also eat this with your jollof rice. You can also eat this with your bean stew or any stew or sauce you have. So stay tuned as I bring you the final outcome. And of course, here we have our Kelewele with our roasted peanut ready to be consumed. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you've not, and also share with your friends to also learn more. I'm Michael of M.O.D Kitchen Services.